Ryan here with Prudential Pest Solutions, and I have Ryan here with Prudential Pest Solutions to go through the 10 most common questions that homeowners ask us about termites. So the first question, are termites common in Pennsylvania? Well, thanks Ryan for having me. And yes, termites are very common in Pennsylvania. However, we only have one species of termite. It's a subterranean termite, which means they live under the ground in the soil. How can I, as a homeowner, prevent having termites at my house? So the termites we have in Pennsylvania, they're subterranean, but they also need moisture. So not only do they need wood, but they need moisture. So the most common way to minimize the risk of having termites is to keep moisture and water away from the foundation of your house. And what that typically looks like is the downspout coming off of your gutter. Make sure that it has extenders or that it's discharging away from the foundation of the house to keep that water away from the foundation. The other common way that we can prevent or at least minimize the risk of having termites is to make sure the soil around the house is graded so that the water channels away from the house. So that way it keeps the foundation dry and we minimize the risk of having termites. What are some of the signs that you look for as a professional to determine if someone has termites? Some of the most common signs of termite damage and activity is mud shelter tubing, because termites are subterranean. So when they come and they have to go from the soil to the wood, they'll make these little tunnels out of mud, and they're called mud shelter tubing. So if we see those, we know that there's termites. We also may find damage or chewing on wood, the joists in the basement or the floorboard, something like that. Again, indication of termites. And the last evidence that we can have of termites is that if we see what looks like winged ants that come out every spring for maybe a week, maybe less, they don't live very long, you might find a big pile of them dead at a windowsill or in the basement. Those are termite alates, and they are an indication of termites as well. How much would you say that termite treatments cost? So termite treatment costs vary, and we base our pricing based on how large the house is, because that's going to tell us how much product we need to use, how much termiticide we need to use, and how long we'll be there. So a termite treatment plus a 2-year warranty on average, and again, it's going to vary based on the size of your home, on average is about $1,000. What kind of methods do you use to treat for termites? So we use 2 basic methods to treat for termites. The first, our preferred method, is to use a liquid product that we inject on the outside perimeter of your foundation. And we like to use the best termite product available called Termidor HE. So we have a big 50-gallon tank, we use an injection rod, and we go through the soil around the outside of your home, and we inject that termiticide. That termiticide then attaches to the foundation, and we protect your home for years to come. Now, the other method that we use is a termite monitoring and baiting system. And these kind of look like solar lights that we place into the ground every 10, 15-ish feet. There's pure cellulose in there with a termite chemical built into it. So the termites are attracted to that station, they feed, they take it back. Now, why both of these treatment methods work so well is because termites are social insects, meaning that they have one queen, and the colony, their whole purpose is to serve the queen and serve the rest of the colony. They're called eusocial insects. So with the first method, when we use a liquid around the outside foundation of the home, is that the termites don't realize it's there, they come across it, and then they take it back to the colony, and the colony is eradicated. The same process works with the termite monitoring and baiting systems. The termites feed on that, they take it back to the colony, and we eradicate it. So both these methods utilize the fact that they're social insects against them. Is a termite treatment safe for like kids and pets? As I just explained with the termite methods that we use, since we're applying the termiticide deep into the ground, the likelihood that kids or pets or people or wildlife will ever come in contact with it is virtually zero. So that's why we can say that it's a perfectly fine application if you do have kids or pets, because we're applying this below ground where they're never going to reach it. The other method, the termite monitoring and baiting system, doesn't use a liquid product, and these are locked. Those stations are locked. So kids and pets don't have access to it. How long will the termite treatment last? So the products that we use to treat for termites are the best products available in our industry. Now, 40 years ago, they were using different chemicals that could last for 100 years. Due to environmental concerns, safety concerns, we no longer have those products available. However, the products that we use are the very best in our industry, and they will last for years to come. Your home is your largest investment. We use the products that will protect it for years to come. Also, with all of our treatments comes a warranty, and that gives you peace of mind knowing that if the termites do ever return, we're right back on it to retreat. How long will it take the termite treatment to actually eradicate the termite colony? So it's tough to give a definitive timeline for when the termite treatment will actually be most effective, because the termites are under the soil, they're under the ground, they're subterranean, but I can assure you that the products that we use, along with our knowledge, experience, and know-how, will place the products in such a manner that it's going to work as quickly as possible. In fact, we often find that within the first few months, the termites are gone. Does the homeowner need to leave the house while we do a termite treatment? Since we're using and applying the products outside for the most part, you do not need to leave your house at all. You're perfectly fine staying in the house while we perform the treatment on the outside. We just ask if you have kids and pets, keep them inside while we're working on the outside. In the event that we do need to treat the basement area, those joists or wall hangers or whatever you have that have termite activity on them, we use an all-borate solution on the inside, which is a safer, natural alternative for the inside of the house. And what happens is when we apply that to the wood on the inside, it soaks deep into the wood and provides years and years of protection. So no, you don't need to leave the house at all while we work. Where does Prudential Pest Solutions service? What's our service area? Prudential Pest Solutions services all of southeastern Pennsylvania, and that includes Berks County, Chester County, Lancaster County, Montgomery County, Delaware County, and the surrounding areas. So if you have termites and you live in those areas, we're the people to call. So these are just some of the common questions that homeowners have about termites here in Pennsylvania. But we're happy to help you with any termite question you may have. So if you have termites or think you have termites or simply don't want to have termites, call Prudential Pest Solutions at 484-401-4361 and our termite experts will help you out.